Hey guys, what's up? It's Connor Mitchell. Happy New Year. New Year's Eve, I guess, because it is not midnight yet. Here on the East Coast, it is 8:34 on a Monday. And I am here to make my annual New Year's Eve video. Now, after doing this about 3 times in a row, I think it's quite easy to say this is one of the few types of videos that I actually make an exception to not exactly being related about technology, but in a larger sense, like the way it started out was me thanking you guys for getting me to 250 subscribers way back in 2010, and then it kind of just continued from there. So I figured that the cool way for me to show you guys how much I've come along in this whole year, comparing it to last year's New Year's Eve video and then the year before, would be to make another video showing you guys what I am so thankful for this last year and so much other stuff. So the first 2 videos were quite last minute. They were not scripted, they were not planned, they were just there. They just happened. The first one really just happened. It happened at about 10 at night, I think. But this one, I have my MacBook right here, and I am literally reading every bit of this off a script. Look at camera and smile. But anyway, what I planned on doing for this video is dividing it into 3 separate parts. Number 1 would be awesome memories of 2012. This is just where I look back on some of the really cool stuff I did and share my thoughts of it with you guys, because honestly a lot of it was pretty awesome this year. Number 2 would be my New Year's resolutions for 2013, all the stuff that I will or won't do or will try and do better. And finally, the last part is where I show how grateful I am for some of the stuff that's happened and thank you guys for the great support that you guys have given me for the last whole year. So anyway, let's begin. Alright, one of the awesome memories of 2012 I had this year was going to New York City for my senior class trip with a few friends. For you guys wondering, that is actually where I got this really awesome t-shirt from. I got it from this place called Times Scare, which is a really cool restaurant located just outside of Times Square. Very Halloween styled and very, very fun. And also for you guys who haven't seen it, there is also my New York City video that I put together. It was a whole ton of fun to edit. It was so cool and I love how it turned out. It was really, really nice. And if you want to go check it out, it's on my channel, just chilling out. You can go and check it out if you want. Another big trip was definitely Ocean City 2012. This is where I went with my cousins to Ocean City for about a week. And it was a blast. I got a ton of footage from that whole vacation and just a ton of pictures and so much fun from being in Ocean City. It really is one of my favorite places in Maryland and definitely one of my favorite places in the entire world. Another cool thing, and this definitely goes with growing up, I got my learner's permit. I can drive with my parents when they're in the passenger seat. Oh, another good thing that was very geeky and definitely helps this video being on this channel was when I got to cover WWDC 2012 with Tyler, Noah, and Matt in June of this year, which was single-handedly one of the most exciting technology events I have ever been a part of. We all got together on Vocal, did the broadcast together, and were live covering from being in the Vocal broadcast and all looking at sites like Engadget and MacRumors and all that, reading off the pictures and the text that we were getting for the updates and all that. And at the same time, I was making a screen recording of the whole thing. So it would go back between me, Tyler, Noah, and Matt, and then it would go to the live feed from, I believe it was Engadget. But overall, though, it was just so much fun, and I had such a blast doing it, and I think everyone else did too. And if we actually get time for this upcoming year, if all of us are free, hopefully we'll be doing it again. Another thing I got to do this year, which was very different and another sign of growing up, was taking tours of colleges around my area. So 3 big colleges I got to tour were University of Maryland College Park, UMBC or University of Maryland Baltimore County, and Drexel University up in Philadelphia. It's just such a big shock, or I wouldn't say shock, I'd just say like a great realization, realizing that my childhood really in a sense has kind of ended and now I am really on the track to growing up. And I think college and walking around colleges, like the first time I did, which was at UMBC, I mean, it was pretty good. But then by the time lunch came around and like my parents dropped me off and they were like, all right, go ahead and get yourself lunch here and we'll start the tour in about an hour. And I just kind of froze up because I was so nervous because I didn't know where the lunch lines were, because there were like food courts everywhere, because it was like this place, True Grit. It was like one big buffet. And I got so nervous that I had absolutely no idea what to do. So I just kind of like just wandered around until like my dad took me aside and was like, all right, you get food here and then you do that. And I'm like, okay. And then I got it. Again, just one of those really kind of big culture shocks. But after that, when we went to College Park and Drexel University, it was much more comforting. And for Drexel University, it was a lot easier for me to get food, since the way a lot of students in Philly tend to get food is through the street vendors. It was much, much easier for me to do that than to go in a lunch line in some confusing buffet. And finally, one of the last things that happened to me in 2012 is I finally learned how to use a DSLR like I am using right now. Getting the Canon Rebel T3i helped out my videos so much, in such a way that having my older camera, which was the Canon SX230, the little point and shoot, just couldn't have done. And I think that was a huge deal for me. Also, it introduced me to the world of DSLRs and getting a lot of the lenses and all that come with all that. This is my Sigma lens, just got it today. Unboxing should either be up tomorrow or in a few days. Go look for it yourself. Anyway guys, that is my look back on 2012. Time to go into my resolutions for 2013. I need a drink, I'm thirsty. Oh, by the way, guys, this is not alcohol. This is Crush. I hope you guys can see that. Believe me, I'm not getting drunk on camera tonight. I promise you. Anyway, one of my resolutions for 2013 is to eat a little healthier. You could definitely see I'm working towards that with drinking soda and cookies and chips and all that. It's really just one of those things that everybody kind of works towards, and honestly I would like to do that myself, because I'm getting to the age now where just doing stuff on a regular basis like most kids would do would not keep you thin. You actually have to work at it, and that's one of the disadvantages of growing up. Another thing I want to do is I want to give my videos a bit of a more professional look, especially in like the next year. Most likely what I'll do is I'll end up taking a cue from Tyler and Matt and get some studio lights, because in here I have pretty good lighting, but a lot of that is due to the f1.8 prime lens that I'm using. When I'm using my kit lens, the lighting in almost any situation is terrible. In this lens, the lighting anywhere is good. So definitely making my videos look more professional with some better lighting would definitely be a must. Another thing I want to do for 2013 is I want to finish reading the Steve Jobs biography by Walter Isaacson. I got that biography the day after my birthday, I believe, because it came out on my birthday. And what I really wanted to do is I really wanted to finish it in the year 2011, and then I wanted to finish it in 2012. This upcoming year, in 2013, I do want to knock it out and finish it. I am just the slowest reader ever, and I get distracted and all this other stuff. I'm sorry, where was I? And I just can't really hold on and read a book and sit down and read a book for that long, because it's just not something I'm very used to. I mean, I'm used to the world of YouTube videos, so I can just like click on something, and even in that case, if a YouTube video is more than 4 minutes, or maybe more than 5 minutes, then I will just like end up clicking out before like the end actually comes. So that's a problem with me, and I need to help fix that. And my last New Year's resolution is to get accepted into college, more specifically UMBC, because I really want to get in, and it's one of the best ones on my list. So I hope I get in, and you hope I get in too. At least I hope you would. Finally, the end of this video being the things I am exceptionally grateful for in the year 2012. Now, besides being alive, I am incredibly grateful for everything that has happened with Dragon Rider Network over the last year. You guys have gotten Dragon Rider Network over 2,000 subscribers this year, which is amazing. But what is even more amazing than that is that you guys have gotten Dragon Rider Network over 500,000 video views. That is insane. The fact that you guys are viewing these videos like crazy, and the fact that I keep uploading them and then you keep watching them again, that is insane. And it means so much to me that you guys actually watch the content that I put out there. Also, I have been so incredibly thankful for all of the companies that have gotten in connection with Dragon Rider Network. Companies like Optima, Harman Kardon, Gola, Cyber Acoustics, so many companies over the last year that have actually gotten in connection with Dragon Rider Network, have given us products for review, have been in contact, have stayed in contact, and it's just so amazing. I'm also thankful that I have now spent 4 years on YouTube. 4 years. That is a long time, but also I have been fortunate enough to actually see the point where I have actually clicked over 18 years of my life and still been on YouTube. So I have now bridged the gap between my childhood and my so-called adulthood, I guess, with Dragon Rider Network and YouTube. And it's a huge part of my life that I will never want to forget and never will forget. And most importantly, I am so grateful that Dragon Rider Network has been able to take on a few new YouTubers. Tyler, Noah, Matt, and Dalvin, in just the 1 year, you guys have all helped make this channel so much cooler, so much better, produced some amazing content, and you guys, like on your own channels, already produce awesome content. And I think the fact that, like, through my channel, you guys have been able to get more attention, more viewers, and through your channels, I have been able to have the same thing. We've actually made this whole symbiotic thing, I guess, which is just so awesome that we have now really developed this whole network of YouTubers, and we've created it. And guys, I am so thankful that you have helped the channel so much. You guys have honestly been so cool and so awesome, and I cannot wait to work with you guys a bit more in the year 2013. It's going to be cool. I said last year on Facebook and Twitter that 2012 would be a historic year for Dragon Rider Network. With all of the stuff that we have done, and to think on top of it all that I am going to be flying out to Las Vegas in less than a week to represent Dragon Rider Network at CES 2013 is insane. And I think, yes, 2012 has been a historic year for Dragon Rider Network, and it will go down in the books. And Dragon Rider Network got its brand new version of the website up, Dragon Rider Network 4, which looks awesome, but still needs to produce a bit more content. At least we have the YouTube channel linked to it, so people are redirected here to see all the great content we have here, but also we need to get some more blog posts out. Obviously, I'm going to try and make a video about that ASAP. So 2012 really has been one for the books, and most of all, you guys watching this video, you guys who have subscribed to the channel, who have commented, who have liked the videos, who have shared the videos on Twitter and everywhere else, I just want to say thank you. You guys, honestly, this has been one of the best years of my life. I will never forget the time I had on YouTube, and thinking back 4 years ago when I started this all and got into technology and started a YouTube channel and really started getting into the whole blogging and YouTubing thing, I never saw any of this for me at all. And it's amazing to think that in such a short amount of time, relatively to the rest of my life, it's come this far. And it's amazing. And I really do love it. And I am so thankful for every one of you guys. So anyway, I hope you all have a very, very happy new year. Have a great 2013. May your best day of 2012 be your worst day of 2013, in the words of John Rettinger on Twitter earlier today. So anyway, guys, I will catch you at the next year. Talk to you then.